JC, what was it like to be back here and to play against your old teammates, too?
It was cool. Definitely wanted to win, but they played well tonight. Great energy. It was a fun game to play.
Did you like how the fans cheered for you when you were introduced?
Yeah, it was a good feeling. Coming back, playing. Them guys still showing support. It was cool.
Your team lost tonight, obviously, but what's your Cleveland experience been so far?
It's been great. The city has been embracing as well as my teammates, and it's been a good transition for me.
Julius had a career night tonight.
Yeah, he did. He played well today, man. He's aggressive, scoring, rebounding, making plays. So it was definitely good to see him, have a good game like that.
How strange is it being in the visitors' locker room?
It was a little strange, but it is what it is.
What's the most difficult part about playing, mostly against your former team?
I wouldn't say anything crazy, but it was definitely, something in the air. I guess wanting to come in here, in those games, it's either gonna go really good or really bad. So, it's just one of them nights.
What were those pregame hellos like?
It was cool. It was cool being able to see all of them. Being with those guys for a while. That's my career started here. So just being able to see everybody from y'all media people to people, equipment man, Carlos, everybody. It was cool to see everybody.
When you walked in, did you get confused?
Nah. We was here last night or the night before, so I knew where I was going.
Did you see any of your ex-teammates for dinner last night, lunch, anything like that?
I seen them. What was it? Yeah, that was yesterday. A few of them.
I know it hasn't been many games, but how has it been playing with a player like LeBron James?
It's been awesome. He creates shots for us, keeps us going. Unselfish superstar, so it's definitely been cool.
Hey, Luke, Julius has done well against teams that are a little bit smaller, but do you make any more of a conscious effort to get him going or give him the ball, or does that happen over the course of what your offense is doing?
A little bit of both. We've definitely made a point to get him the ball more over the last month or so. But we also know if we're playing the way that we want to offensively and we're moving it, that he's going to get plenty of shots because he's too gifted not to. And, we have 30 assists tonight. And if teams are switching or whatnot and he's being aggressive and attacking, then he should end up with plenty of shots.
Since Ingram and Harden have been out, have you noticed anything different about certain guys stepping up, or whether it's Brooke or KCP, guys that are playing a little more, and how do you think that that's compensating for your wing depth being smaller?
Well, it's necessary, and yeah, guys are definitely stepping up. KCP has been tremendous for us, but he was even playing great before the injuries. He's just continued to step up his game. Kuz I'm very impressed and proud of the way Kuz is handling himself. We're playing him out of position. He's taking less shots, playing more minutes, and really doing a nice job of just helping us win games and competing with the right type of spirit behind the way that he's playing. And different nights, different guys are stepping up. Travis Ware in his limited role has been good. Zubac's been good. Tyler didn't play tonight. It was great for us in Denver. So it's been nice. But that allows you can have that happen when you have guys that are playing for each other. And playing for the right reasons. Where it goes bad is when guys get hurt and then everyone thinks, all right, this is my chance to shoot more and score more to make up for it. And we got a team that's not playing that way, so that's nice.
Luke, was that the best game Julius has played since you've been here? And if so, why?
How
do you separate that?
Yeah, that's tough to say that. I got to watch and think about other games he had. He was really good tonight. I told him it was nice having him back. I missed him for the last two games. But he was pretty special, showed a lot of what he can do. And the crazy thing is I still think he can be better. He had some lapses on defense where, he had a hand down and, You know, I told him, I said, you're so gifted that if you want to do multiple things on every possession, you can. So he was unbelievable tonight and still has room for improvement.
Coach, you guys out-rebounded them by 14, outscored them by 12 in the paint. Usually that's the more aggressive team. Do you feel like that was the case tonight?
In the second half, I felt we were more aggressive. And we're normally pretty good when we out-rebound a team because it allows us to get into our transition, which is where we're at our best. We got multiple guys. You know, Julius gets a rebound, he's pushing it. Kuz gets one, he's pushing it. It makes it tough for a defense to really to load up when it's a different look every time down. And we did not do, in my opinion, a good job of that in the first half. But in the second half, I was very happy with the pace that we played with.
There was a mid-game update on Brandon. You guys will be without him for the next couple of games. What's your understanding of kind of where he is physically, and then also just how do you think your team has adjusted to playing without him over these 5 so far?
He told me he's feeling better. The doctor and him were meeting when I was doing pregame stuff, so I haven't talked to him or the doctor since, but I was told that he will be out the next 2, and then we'll reevaluate him on Thursday. But in casual conversation before a couple hours before the game, he told me he was feeling better. The team has done a very nice job because Brandon is a huge part of who we are and what we do. But he was also carrying a big load from, you know, when Zoe was hurt and we asked him to play point for us. And then, so there was a lot that he was doing within the team concept that we missed, but other guys are definitely done a nice job of stepping up and, you know, filling it to the best that we can.
You talk a lot about Julius and how great you think he can be and that's why you get on him. I was just wondering if you think that, does he think like that? Does he think about his own potential and how great that he can be a great player?
I think so. I think for how hard he's worked, you have to believe in what you can do. From especially the jump he made from the last year to this year. I mean, he changed his diet, the way he works in the weight room, the way he approaches practice. Everything is to give that type of commitment. I think you really have to believe in yourself. So I believe he does.
Hey, Coach, what do you think it just says, just in general, about the team, some of these players that are stepping in for all the injuries that you guys have had, just the development, the experience, just a little bit about that?
It was great for us. And it's necessary for the path that we're on for our guys to go through this. And that's why even at the end of the game, I'm yelling at Kuzma because it doesn't matter. Like, yes, we want to win, but it's not just about winning and losing for us. Like, we're on a journey that we have to be disciplined and good at certain things. And when Kuzma leaves Kyle Korver in the corner, like, that's not okay. So for our guys, for him to make that mistake, to get yelled at, to accept it, and then go back out in the next play, make a play on the defensive end, it's a necessary part of the process for our team to get to where we want to go. And the fact that so many of our young guys are getting that opportunity is exciting for our future.
Lonzo, what did you think was the biggest difference down the stretch when you guys made the run after the game was tied?
Defense, like it always is. Get stops and push the ball. And then, Julius and IT really carried us tonight as well.
That mindset of defense, it seems like it's certainly seeped into you guys. So, meanwhile, the offense has also been much better since the break. But what's been going on offensively that you guys have been able to take advantage of?
We know when we play defense, that means we can get out and run. And that's when we're at our best. We're the best fast break, So as long as we get out and run, it helps everything out. And guys start hitting shots, and then ball's moving, and everything's working.
Cleveland's a little smaller in the front court with some of their injuries. Do you take extra note of that and think, okay, Julius and Brook, we got to make sure they're getting touches in certain spots in the paint?
Of course, but Brook's been making it a point to go inside, as of late. So that's definitely been working for us. And then Julius is always going to do what he does. So definitely played big for us tonight.
Ask Kuzma which was worse, some of his missed dunks or yours tonight. Where would you weigh in on that?
Well, that's my first one on the season, so he got like 3 or 4. So I'm gonna go with him. He's a little worse.
Lonzo, what was the matchup just for all of you, like against LeBron, like tonight?
We saw the crowd, and everybody came to see him. So it's a lot of fun, especially when he's in the building. Obviously, I didn't play the way I wanted to play, but I'm always for a team win.
What was it like playing against Jordan and Larry?
I loved them when they were here, but now that they're over there, I still had a lot of fun. JC's always smiling, Larry's always having a good time, so it was nice seeing them again.
Lonzo, you pretty much played around the league now. What's the difference between playing a home game here and everywhere else, just the atmosphere and all that?
Well, it's always better at home. I mean, it's your crowd, so everybody's rooting for us. Tonight there was all.
Particularly LA. What's different about this place when you play here?
What do you mean?
Like with the celebs, with the attention.
I mean, like I said, there's no place like LA. As you said, all the celebrities are here, and then the home crowd's gonna cheer for us. So, I mean, tonight it was packed, all white. It was a cool thing to see.
There were certain circumstances where you were guarding threes, even Corver, just because of the small lineups and Ingram and Hart being out. What's that like? How do you have to think about that differently, if at all, on defense?
Just be more physical. Obviously, a tough matchup, guarding LeBron on the post. But as far as getting over screens and stuff, I'm feeling fine.
You guys out-rebounded them tonight. You outscored them in the paint, too. How big was Julius in that?
Julius has been big for us all year. He's been playing. He's pretty much an enforcer for our team, both offensively and defensively. So we kind of just give him the ball, and he does what he wants to do, throws guys around, and gets the ball in the basket.
What do you think of how he did defensively tonight?
I mean, he won the game, so obviously he did pretty well. I know he had a crazy stat line tonight, and he did a little bit of everything for us.
Last time you played LeBron, he had some words of encouragement. Did you get a chance to talk to him tonight about anything about basketball?
I did not. No.
Weird to be a visitor on that court.
You see some of those guys yesterday?
Hung out with Josh a little bit. That's about it.
What's the Cleveland experience been like for you?
A whole lot of fun. It's really cool getting to go back home and play with a contending team and I've enjoyed it thus far.
These guys told me before the game that one of the favorite dunks they remember was the one over Durant. For you, what do you remember about that?
The one over what?
Durant.
No, it was a good one. It's always fun getting out in transition, and I had a bunch of fun ones here.
Are you guys tied at 76? What do you think?
We couldn't get stops. We were breaking down defensively. I think Julius got 2 or 3 and ones in a row, and that kind of broke the game open.
Yeah, Julius had a career night. What do you think of him overall?
Julius he's a great player. I made sure to tell him that after the game and everything, and he's somebody that I'll definitely stay up with.
3 years ago today was Selection Sunday when you guys got to go to the NCAA tournament. That's what it was today. What do you remember about that week?
It was a dream come true at that time. It was the first time our school had been there in a while, so it was a lot of fun.
And how about the decision for you to stick around for that senior season and the records you set and the success you had at Wyoming?
Wasn't necessarily a choice. I tore my ACL my junior year, so I was coming back regardless. I've got good memories of that place, and go Cowboys, right?
You bet.
Is there anything about this just LA whole few days that you'll remember most?
Not really. I was hoping it was going to be a win, but it's at this point, it's I'm just ready to get on to the next game.
At 76, what do you think stemmed or turned the momentum at that point?
Listen, I have no idea. We got very close to kind of turning the knob, but they continued to execute, continue to make shots, and we didn't make many shots in that third quarter once we tied it up.
LeBron, you guys got a ton of injuries. Everybody can see that. But what's your biggest area of concern right now?
Our injuries.
How draining has it been every night to go into a game shorthanded?
No, you listen. At the end of the day, you got to want the most out of whoever you got on the floor. You want to get the most from whoever's playing, but sometimes you just can't overcome this many injuries that we have. We have pretty much 5 guys out of our top 9 or top 10 out of the rotation or not playing because of injury. So and it's next man up, but sometimes you just fall short.
Lakers seem to be a much improved team. What are your thoughts about that?
I mean, since Luke took over, they've improved every single season, I think. And you know, you just try to implement that, you know, that ball movement, that body movement that he got when he was in Golden State. So.
You had a hard time. The team did with Julius Randle today. What was the challenge?
Everybody's had a hard time with him as of late.
When injuries are your biggest concern, can you judge progress at all with what you have out on the floor right now?
Can you judge what we have on the floor?
Well, can you just judge if you're headed in the right direction?
I mean, you don't know. You don't know.
Is it at all easier to accept these losses, knowing this is not your team a month from now?
No. Accept losses? No.
This is not the team we're going to see a month from now.
Yeah, but I'll never accept a loss. It's not in my DNA.
What do you think? How many shots tomorrow?
I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going out there and trying to get a win.
Have you, I mean, you can explain it to us. Have you ever looked more forward to a regular season game, to an NBA game than this one?
I'm not going to make it a big deal, but it's another game. But it's definitely one that, you know, it's going to be fun to play in. You know, just being here back in LA is it's been cool. Just being able to be around my friends. You know, my family's here as well. So, you know, just come and just want to, you know, represent and we'll get a win. That's it.
You've continued to score off the bench since joining the Cavs, just like you were out here. Do you come into this game feeling like for this one night you had something to prove just because they moved you here?
I wouldn't say it's something to prove. I mean, every time I step on the floor, I feel like, you know, I got to prove myself. But I feel like I'm just going out there. I'm just playing free. That's it. I'm going out there to hoop and try to help us win.
Pretty good reception last night when you hit your first three. It was a pretty big ovation. That had to make you feel good.
No, it definitely does. Just feeling the energy. It's definitely cool.
Do you know Isaiah at all? Your friends that still play for the Lakers, have they told you about how he's looking forward to this game or not, or what he's aiming?
No. Yeah, nothing. I ain't got nothing from them. Yeah.
How much, you guys played at Staples last night. Obviously, you're playing there tomorrow night. How different do you think it's going to feel playing the Clippers at Staples versus playing the Lakers tomorrow?
I'm kind of like stuck on that answer a little bit. I don't know. You know, it's two different vibes. You know, Clippers. I'm just gonna stop my comments there, but you know how it is, man. Staples, when the Lakers come in, so it's always a big game.
You've had a couple up and under type of moves, reverse layups the last couple games. Is that something that comes at the moment? Those are things you work on?
Oh no, that's just kind of just instincts. Just kind of kick in there in the game. That's it.
Do you want a triple video?
A what?
Do you want a
hell
triple
no. Hell no. Nah, bro.
Not even a picture on the scoreboard with your name on it?
Nah, I'm cool. Just me coming in the game, saying what's up, I think that's good enough for me.
What's the latest on Rodney and Jetty?
We don't know yet.
Did Rodney do anything today?
We didn't do it. We just did a walkthrough for the Lakers today, so we'll see.
Who would you start if Rodney can't go?
Jeff.
Was the walkthrough the plan all along, or you just out of healthy bodies to hold a practice?
That was the plan all along, Jason.
They haven't been ruled out tomorrow. Most of them have not been ruled out tomorrow.
Yeah, they're out.
Jeff Green is starting.
Yes.
You know, is Jetty going to get an MRI?
I don't know about that. I just know he's out tomorrow. Him and Rodney, so we'll see.
We talked before about why it didn't work here for Isaiah. One of the things that he did while he was in Cleveland is he occasionally said some things publicly. You know, the night you were sick in Orlando, we talked about the adjustment thing. Did some of his comments take you aback?
I don't ever read or listen to the comments, so it don't matter to me.
Do you think that they impacted the locker room at all?
I don't know.
You said last night that the real game is tomorrow. Do you think that it'll be emotional when you run out there?
No. I think it'll be. I think I'll be leading up to it. I'll be nervous and everything, but once the ball goes up, nerves go away, and it's just basketball at that point.
How different do you think it's going to feel playing the Clippers at Staples versus playing the Lakers at Staples? It's going to be a world of difference because I said last night whether I was with the Lakers or the Cavs, playing the Clippers was still a road game. So tomorrow's going to be the real one when the court's all purple and gold and I'm not wearing it. It'll be interesting for sure. You had friends and family come in?
What's up?
You got a lot of friends, family coming to see you?
I got a bunch of friends. My family's all back in Cleveland, so I'll have some people there.
You played last night at Staples, and then a couple weeks ago you did the dunk contest here. You talked to Magic afterwards. I'm sure you saw Rob. So do you think some of the nerves may have been pushed out just by all the things you've done here in LA since you got traded?
A little bit. I mean, I've just been so occupied with what we're doing here that I haven't even thought about this game until we started preparing for this game. And so I definitely think that being back in the Staples Center for All-Star Weekend was a nice little reintroduction.
And the Lakers were second in the league in rebounding. You guys ran into a couple tough bigs last night. What do you have to do to prepare against these guys that you played with for so long and you know how they work around the glass?
Well, each guy presents a different issue. With Julius, you got to keep him off the offensive glass. Brook Lopez is down there on occasion. Kuz is a great offensive rebounder as well, and actually including Lonzo in that. He's really good at coming down and grabbing rebounds. So. I think it's just we just gotta hit first. If we let them start to be the aggressors, that's when they'll get the heads up.
When you're battling big centers like Drummond and Jordan and now Lopez, is there a physical toll you have to deal with?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm on a good day about 6'9". So yeah, dealing with those guys is definitely tough, but I look forward to it. It's a challenge that I need to take on for this team. So, whatever I need to do is fine by me.
I feel like you're kind of running the gauntlet with these guys. I mean, in the past week or 10 days.
This has been crazy, hasn't it? Literally, it's been like, all right, Drummond and Blake, all-stars. Jokic, realistic, all-star. Last night, DJ, all-star. Tomorrow, Brook, all-star. Julius is playing great. So it's been fun. It's been a nice little challenge. What's up, man? Oh, a little raining outside still.
Raining. It's just like the LA you left, right?
Yeah. The LA I love.
Hey, how has the reality of playing with LeBron been like or unlike what you kind of imagined?
I haven't been asked that one yet. I don't even know what I imagined it to be like before. But just from watching it on the court, it seemed like, oh man, he just makes the game so much easier for the guys he's out there with because he can do everything. And it's true. I feel like when we're out there on the court, it's just like, he's doing a little bit of everything. Got his hand in everything. Whether he's bringing the ball up and making the assist or grabbing the rebound or whatever it is, he just makes the game so much easier for the guys around him.
On that wide open cut, did he see you before you knew you were open again?
Yeah, he did. I promise I'll adjust to it at some point, but yeah, he's still throwing me open.
You guys are sort of challenged in the front court. Do you, with Hood, Jetty, you think you're gonna? Yesterday it was exhausting.
Yeah, it's definitely tough, and it was tough without Tristan and Kevin. But now I don't know if they're going to play or not. But everybody's got to step up. Everybody. So I'll be ready to play big minutes, and if they need me for that, great. If they don't, I'll still be ready.
What do you think the reaction will be good when you're introduced? Because you were a fan favorite.
I certainly hope so. I feel like I gave the fans and the team all that I had, always gave 100%, and so it's also like it's not like I left on a bad note. It was not free agency or anything like that. So I certainly hope it's a good welcome back.
You want a tribute video?
Do I want a tribute video? Man, it's not like I'm Paul Pierce or Isaiah Thomas. I don't know if I deserve one, but if they decide to dig deep and pull up some clips, then yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Larry, you've been on both sides of this LeBron to LA thing. What's kind of your feel on kind of the billboards and the whole scene around here?
It's I don't think there's ever been anything like this, has there?
In the middle of the season.
In the middle of the season, yeah, it's crazy. Like those billboards that Philadelphia put up that were supposedly on his way home is like also on my way home. So like, I'm driving by and it's like, oh, I didn't even know you're allowed to do that. So yeah, it's been weird, but at the same time, it's not my weird to deal with. It's his, but it's been it definitely gives us plenty to talk about.
You were here for a couple of free agency cycles when there was an expectation that the Lakers were going to go get whoever the top free agent was.
Yes.
Every year.
Everybody, yeah.
As a young player on that team trying to develop, was that distracting at any point?
I don't know if distracting was the word. It was more so just like, you kind of like get super excited and then it's like, all right, well, okay, we're going, we got this still. We just kind of kept the focus on developing our younger guys and got signed good vets in the offseason. So it was, I don't want to say distracting, but it was definitely, as free agency is, it takes a toll.
Did you and Jordan talk at all about this game coming up and how you want to perform, how you want to be out here?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But I think both of our consensus is just like, I don't care if I score 0 points and have 7 turnovers and foul out. I just want to win. To be honest with you, I just really want to win.
I do not think you'll win if you do that tomorrow.
You know what? Gosh, I don't plan on doing that. So let's just hope I don't play that card.
All right, Luke, I want to start with Clarkson and Nance. Did you get a chance to see him, talk to him yet, and what's it going to be like having them on the other side?
Yeah, they stopped by on their way in, uninvited, but they stopped by. It was good to see them. It'll be fun. It's going to be a great energy, great environment in here tonight, and look forward to the matchup.
Just for one matchup, you've seen Randall and Nance go at it in practice for a long time. What do you expect out of that?
Well, I don't think either team is really looking at it like that. Though Larry's starting at center for them anyway tonight, so he'll be with Brooke, I'm assuming, and it'll more be LeBron and Julius matched up for most of it. But Larry and JC obviously know our team well, and we know them pretty well. So it comes down to what team plays better, what team executes their game plans better, what team makes more shots than the individual matchups of the former teammates.
You mentioned Brooke. He's been in a nice run offensively. When he's going like this inside, do you have to do anything differently to get him more touches, especially if somebody like Nance, who's a little bit undersized, is guarding him?
No, we've done a nice job of getting him touches. We just have to do a better job of still playing the way we want to play, even when we have him going. So I feel like part of his scoring in the post has got us a little stagnant standing around the perimeter. So we're still scoring at a high rate, which is nice, but we still want to, we have to get better at cutting through lanes and collapsing the defense with some weak side movement so that he has options to pass it out, and guys are still involved in what's going on instead of just spacing and watching him score down there. But we'll continue to work through that.
You've coached against LeBron, played against him. How has his game evolved the most to the point where you have to think about guarding him and trying to defend him today?
Where has it evolved the most from when he came into the league?
Yeah, just kind of just the progression. Where is he at right now? What do you focus with?
Well, he's he's the most dominant player in our league, and he's really gotten to the point where he can knock down the jump shot. He can get to the rim. He's looking to facilitate to get other guys' passes. So you got to kind of pick your poison, and then you have to constantly adjust depending on what kind of game he's having out there. But there's really nothing he can't do, on the court at this stage in his career.
Fonzo seemed like he was playing at kind of a different speed the last couple games than he has since he's come back. Is that what you've been expecting from him all year, just in terms of the pace?
He flies up and down that court when he's when he's at his best, and he's had some nice segments of that in the last few games. He always does a great job of getting our pace up because normally it's with a pass, but he also has the ability to turn it on himself and take it coast to coast and make plays that way. So we envision that being the player he will become, where it's if the pass isn't open, his dribble is taking it up just as fast. But it's been good to see.
Is that a reflection of his overall health at where he is right now physically?
Well, I think it's partly it has to do with the overall health and getting comfortable with his with his knee again and trusting the body, which is natural after coming off injuries, and part of it is growing as a player and realizing where he can gain advantages of where he can make our team better, and I think that just comes with the more playing experience that he's gained throughout the season.
You've had this a couple times this year when Paul George came, there was a courtside fan in a Paul George customized jersey, billboards here for LeBron. Is that distracting at all for your guys, for that to be the focus so heavily on a game?
I hope not. It shouldn't be. We're playing on national TV on a Sunday. We got the nice white uniforms on today. It should be the focus should be about our team trying to beat their team and doing it on national TV. There shouldn't be none of that should be big enough to distract what our guys are have going on in their heads.
Do you think players when they hear that, do you think they more want to impress the guy that they're playing against, or is it they want to beat him because they've heard so much about him and his free agency?
I think most players at this level want to beat people. I don't think you get to this level by trying to impress other players. So I would hope that our mindset is more of they're coming into our home court. Let's go out and get a win.
Do you get a sense that Isaiah Thomas is kind of getting back to his old self, maybe from that 29-point game, or?
Yeah, he's coming. It's he was out a long time with his injury, and it takes time. It takes time for anybody to kind of find their rhythm again. And I've seen the more that he's played, the more you see him getting back to that type of player, like the 29-point performance you're talking about. So he'll continue to get healthier. He'll continue to play more like that player. But he's been great for us the whole time we've had him.